percent at natatanggal din ang pagod ng 87%. Sinasabi sa pagsusuri na kapag ikaw ay tumawa, tumataas ang level ng endorphins sa katawan, isang kemikal na nagpapalakas sa immune system ng tao. Ang iba pang benepisyo ng pagtawa ay ang pagbaba ng blood pressure, pagganda ng daloy ng dugo sa puso at utak, at nakakabawas sa sakit ng katawan. Ugaliing tumawa, lalo na't maraming benepisyong maidudulot ito sa atin. Huwag ka nga lang tatawa pag nasa harap ka ng ibang tao. Baka mapagkamalan ka. Paalalang pangkalusugan, hatid ng Radyo Agila.
Gusto mo bang makaiwas sa makating lalamunan? Alam nyo ba na malaki ang bahagi ng pagiging malinis sa katawan? Paalala namin, hugasan at maging madalas ang paghuhugas ng mga kamay. Huwag makisalo sa baso, pagkain at iba pang gamit sa pagkain. Gumamit ng panyo o tissue kapag babahing o uubuman. Laging magsuot ng surgical mask at huwag kalimutan ng alcohol kapag
Ayan na, nako. Sumapit po ang oras ng programang Radyo Agila sa Amerika. Ako po si Don Orozco mula po rito sa Silicon Valley sa California. At siyempre pa, pag sumasapit yung oras ng tanghali, alas 12, dyan po sa Pilipinas, nakakapiling niyo po kami tuwing araw ng Sabado. Dito po sa amin ay Friday night ng 9 p.m. Kaya yung aking mga guest dito ay medyo pinupuyat po natin. Ano po? Anyway, para po sa mga kaalaman ng karamihan, ang atin pong programa ay napapakinggan sa buong Pilipinas sa pamamagitan po ng Radyo Agila 62. Tayo rin po ay napapanood sa ating Facebook Live at YouTube Live channel. Kaya kung gusto nyong makita kung gaano kagandang lalaki yung aking bisita ngayong gabi, you can always tune in sa Radio Agila Facebook at YouTube channel. Again, for the past 2 weeks, medyo nagre-replay po tayo, no? At hindi tayo naging available. At yung ating pong panauhin sa pagkakataong ito ay, kakaiba po ang trabaho, no? At para malaman ninyo kung ano yung kanyang trabaho, mabuti pang ipakilala na natin, ano po. Ang ating pong guest ngayon ay si Ginoong Jim Navarro. Siya po ay presidente at CEO ng Wings of Angels Mortuary Transport LLC. Yan. Siguro, naiintindihan nyo na pagka ang sinasabi natin, mortuary. Diba? So, ito po at tawagin na natin. Good evening sa atin, Jim. Welcome sa Radio Agila sa Amerika.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody.
Yan. Nakikita nyo naman, ito pong si Jim Navarro, para po sa inyong kaalaman, isa pong dating, city official ng Union City dito sa Amerika, po. Siya po ay, I believe you were even a vice mayor. Tama ba ako, Jim?
Yes, I was a vice mayor, city council vice mayor for about 20 years. But prior to that, I was on the school board as a school board trustee.
Ayun. Alam mo, before we actually get into that, siguro the best thing for us to start is probably to share with us your immigration story. So, Jim, paano ka nga ba napunta dito sa Amerika at ano ba ang maaari mong i-share at ma-inspire yung ating mga tagapakinig dito sa ating programang Radyo Agila sa Amerika?
I'm
Jen?
I'm happy to do that. I migrated here in the United States in San Francisco in 1959. I was 9 years old. My father was a U.S. Army officer,
Okay.
and my mother was half Pute and with U.S. citizenship. So we migrated here in 1959 along with my siblings.
Okay. Uh, so you were already 9 years old when you moved from the Philippines to the US. Is that
I was
correct?
yes, I was 9 years old, and I
Uh,
went to school here and finished all my college here, also in the United States.
okay. And 9 years old, where did you come from in the Philippines?
My father was born in Macabebe, Pampanga,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and my mother was Imos Cavite, but we were raised in Manila.
Okay. Mhm. But it's surprising, Alam ko, you are very eloquent as a speaker sa English. But what is surprising is that you came here 9 years old, but still you are very fluent in Tagalog. Diba?
I Yes, I am, but I lost some of the knowledge, so my Tagalog is broken, but I can
Uh-huh.
understand, read and write, and speak, but
Okay.
slowly.
But do you speak the local dialect, the Kapampangan?
I can understand a little bit of it
Okay.
because my father always spoke to us in Kapampangan, and so I understand a little bit of it.
Okay. But 9 years old, are you still like very clear when you actually migrated here in the US? Very clear ba ang iyong memory when you were back 9 years old only?
When I left our area in Makati, there were only about maybe a dozen homes in Buendia.
Okay.
So I remember the open field left there, and the houses were separated, you know. And when I went back there in 2019 for the first time,
Really?
I couldn't even find my house anymore because it's so crowded.
So it was 1959 when you left, and then you went back there 20. What year did you went?
2019.
2019.
I'm sorry, that's my second time going back, but I went back in 2001. Uh,
Okay.
I was working for Computer Sciences Corporations, where my boss wanted to have a key data entry, and so he asked me if I could go with him, and so we went to the Philippines. That we were supposed to go to Japan and Korea, but he liked the Philippines so much that he canceled Japan and Korea. So
Okay.
I had a good time in the Philippines. That was my first time, and my second time was in 2019, where we uh, we donated computers to different cities in the Philippines. I was given a lot of Mac computers that we refurbished with my club, and we brought it to the Philippines to distribute to the different schools. And we donated about 1,200 computers then.
Wow. 1,200 computers. That's at 1,200 computers. Are you saying all of it are refurbished?
Yeah, they
Those
were
are
all referred.
refurbished computers?
Yes, because I was on the school board and I was able to get those computers for no cost. They were going to recycle them anyway, so
Uh-huh.
they gave it to me, and so that it will go to different organizations, and we delivered it in the Philippines. Half of them in Pampanga, and half of them in Cavite.
Okay. That is because you have ties both in Pampanga and in Cavite because your
Correct.
parents are from there.
Correct. And we visited the schools and gave those computers to them.
So when you first came back to the Philippines, you were with your boss and puti ba siya? Puti?
Puti, oo, puti.
Okay. And the idea was to recruit people to work for your company back in the US.
No, to open up a key data entry in the Philippines, which I
Okay.
was to be the operation manager, and somehow it got canceled, and so the project didn't materialize.
Okay. Uh-huh. So where did you stay for quite a bit here in the Philippines during your first travel?
We were there for about 3 weeks, 3 weeks of good time and also
Uh-huh.
business.
Okay. Uh-huh. And nothing found out. That's why both of you decided to just go back to the US.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And the technology changed, so the computer was more used, and so the higher management canceled the project, and so we came back here.
Okay. Does your company still exist now? The one that you were thinking of bringing in back to the Philippines?
Yes, that was Computer Sciences Corporation.
And that's still
It's
the
still
name.
here. It's still here. Yes.
Okay. And still profitable.
Oh yes. Very. It's a big
Uh-huh.
company. It's a very big
Mhm.
company.
Okay. Uh-huh. So, but during your first travel back to the Philippines, did you try to go back to Makati and check out your place, or was it just on your second time?
Both times I went to look for my house, which I wasn't successful.
For
The
both
second
times.
time, the second time I went there, I was with somebody, and he was able to find it, but no one was home, so I couldn't speak to the people that purchased the house. So
Okay.
that was a little disappointing.
Uh-huh. You were just there to reminisce.
Yes, yes, and meet the people that purchased the house from my parents, and
Uh-huh.
I see where my room was and all that.
And is the structure still there? Is it the same structure?
It is, growing up, I thought it was a big house, but when I saw it, it really wasn't that big.
Mm-hmm.
Plus it was crowded, very crowded in that area now.
Uh-huh.
It's Buendia in
Uh-huh.
over in Copernico Street.
Okay. But when you came back for the first time, you were with your manager, right? Pute.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Pute.
Where
Yeah.
did you stay there?
We stayed at the Shangri-La Hotel.
Okay. Uh-huh. And
Yeah.
what was
And,
the reason? What was the reason why he kind of like fell in love with the Philippines?
well,
What were the bases?
the culture, the Filipino, very hospitality. He liked that, and the food, uh, the different things that the Philippine has to offer So he fell in love with that, and so he canceled Japan and he canceled Korea, and
Uh-huh.
just uh, and stayed there for about 3 weeks.
And did he end up meeting someone in the Philippines or hindi naman?
No, hindi naman. We were all business and some pleasure,
Okay.
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
he was the vice president of the company.
Mhm. But I am sure he is no longer with the company now. Not unless
Yes,
he's
he
owner.
retired a long time ago. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, Jim, so when you first came to the US, you were just 9 years old. How was the transition? Were you like freaking out because you have friends with that you left behind in the Philippines, and that
Yeah.
has always been the issue for those that migrate to the US, di ba?
Yes, I had a lot of friends there. I went to school there, and so I miss my friends. It was a culture shock for me, uh, being in a different culture where English is spoken. I spoke a little bit of English, but not as fluent. So
Mm-hmm.
it took me a while to be comfortable speaking English when I got here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then was it in California? Or did you migrate here in California? And let me point it out. Was it in Union City?
No, my dad and I went with my dad. We took the ship coming here because airplane wasn't that famous yet. So
Okay.
we took the ship and we landed in Port Hueneme. Um, Also because it was free for him because he was in the military,
Uh-huh.
and so we landed in Port Hueneme uh, in northern Southern California, and then we came to San Francisco, and that's where we stayed.
Okay. Uh-huh. Was your dad still in the active military back then when you went and migrate here in the US?
No, he was semi-retired. You know, he was he had some good assignment, and he was semi-retired. And by the way, he was a Bataan Corregidor Death March survivor, and
Oh, really?
so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so he was proud of that, and I was proud of that because he survived that war,
Mm-hmm.
and thinking about writing a book about his survival.
Oh,
So
that would be very interesting. And then you do have siblings, right? When you migrated. How
I
many?
do. There's 8 of us, and there were 5 girls and 3 boys. So there was 8 of us. Um, but now, my siblings passed away. There's only 4 of us left now.
Okay. Oh, out of the eight, there's only four left now, huh?
There's only
And
four
all
of
of
us.
you are in the US.
Correct. Yes. Everybody's
Okay.
here.
Uh-huh. And is everyone in California or someone move out of state?
They're here in California, so I get to
Okay.
see them once in a while,
Uh-huh.
often. You know.
Okay. So you try to get and see each other every now and then.
Now and then, when we have a family gathering, we're here. Plus
Okay.
cousins and nephews, uh, our family count when we get together is over 300 people.
Okay. Uh-huh. And then eventually staying here, you did school and you actually got married here, right?
Yes, my wife she's from Vallejo,
Okay.
California, and we got married in Vallejo in 1973. So we're going on our 52nd year anniversary now in September.
Congratulations.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you.
There must be a secret sauce that you actually put on your food. Plus, of
A
course,
happy,
do you
happy
cook?
wife
Do you
and a
cook,
happy
Jim?
life.
Exactly. Do you actually cook, Jim?
I do. I do cook.
You should, because you're Kapampangan.
I'm the king of leftovers. I like to make something out of the leftovers. So instead
Okay.
of throwing it away, I create something for it.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Okay. Uh, now, so you said you met your wife in Vallejo. She's Filipina, right?
She's Filipina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's Filipina. We got married in '73, so we have
And how
three.
many kids do you guys have?
We have three children, two girls and one boy,
And where are
uh,
they now?
all grown up. Uh, my youngest one is a police officer. He was a detective in Las Vegas Metro, and then he got recruited to come to work for BART,
Okay.
PD. Yes, so he's working for BART now.
Okay, so he's now local.
He's local, and I get to
Okay.
see my grandson often,
Okay.
unlike when he was in Las Vegas. So
Uh-huh.
I'm
And then
happy
the
to.
other two, the your daughters.
They are all here in the Bay Area in Union City, and so my first daughter has one child, and my second one has two children.
What about the cop?
He's got one.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And one wife too.
What was the question?
One wife as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's good. He is following the footstep of his dad.
Yes. There's
Anyway,
a lot of all of them.
mhm. Jim, I was just wondering. So, along the way, you got married, and then, of course, you formed a family. How did you end up getting into politics? I know you started out as a probably as a member of the school board. Is that correct?
Correct, yes. Well, before that, my wife and I were very busy with our children's after school affair. Like my kids were in the band and color guard, marching band, and so we were very involved in that. And she and I became the president of the Booster Club, and just mushroom from there, where people asked me to run for office because I've done a lot of good stuff for the marching band uh, and the booster. So a lot of people asked me to run for office, which I did, and won the election to be on the school board as a trustee. I served there for 8 years, and then I was asked to run for city council, and I did, and I won my election there also, and I was there for about 12 years. So a total of 20 years in politics.
Okay. And no more coming back, no turning back.
No,
You
I lost my
retired from
filters.
politics already.
I'm too old, so I lost my filters.
Uh, so, there is always an itch to really go up. So when you were board member, who encouraged you to join the city council as well?
Well, a lot of my friends were also in politics, and it happens to be that there were no Filipino representation in the council.
Uh-huh.
So being in politics for a while, they encouraged me to run for city council, and
Mm.
so I did, and they helped me with the campaign, and I beat the incumbent during that time.
Okay. Were you voted directly when you became vice mayor, or you were voted a city councilor and was appointed to become vice mayor? How does the process work there?
Uh, the the vice mayor is elected by the council members, and
Okay.
so, but the mayor is elected by the people, but
Okay.
the vice mayor is elected by the city council and the mayor.
Mm. So how many city councilors were there back then?
There were seven of us, and to that's the seventh person is to break the tie.
Okay.
So there were seven of us.
Mhm. Were
Include
you was Pat Gacoscos a city councilor as well when you
Yes,
were a city official?
I served with her, but I retired much earlier than she did. Yes, I served with her, and also Manny Fernandez.
Okay. Manny Fernandez. Okay. So there
Yeah,
were
Manny
only
was.
three of you. There were three of you who became city councilors of Union City.
Yes, we were. Well, there's other Filipinos in office, like Linda Canlas. She was on the school board, but she didn't run for city council. But in city council, there's three of us Filipino that were elected in the city council.
Okay. So who actually was the first one to become city official from among the three? Manny, you, and Pat.
It's Manny first, and then me, and then Pat.
Okay.
Yeah, Manny served the longest. I think he served for 18 years as city council because we didn't have a term limit then. Uh, but when I got on, there was a term limit, and so is Pat. So yeah, I termed out a lot earlier than Pat.
Okay. Uh-huh. And how long did you become vice mayor?
That is rotated and voted by the city council.
Okay.
I was vice mayor 4 times during my 12 years.
Okay. And you rotate every year.
We rotate every election year. Yes,
Uh-huh. Okay. So and you were elected 4 times.
as vice mayor. Yes.
Okay. Well, I was chatting with the former mayor of Fremont, and he was telling me that in the history of Fremont, on the department heads, it turned out that there is only one Asian out of all the department heads that served in the city of Fremont and served only for less than a year. In Union City, do we have any Asians that actually served as department head? Is there anything in your recollection?
Yes, there is. We have a Filipina now in the I believe she's in the planning department, but she's one of them that I know of that is very high ranking in the city of Union City. Um, but there's a couple more. But I've been out of the circulation after I termed out. So there's a lot of new faces now in the city hall
Uh-huh.
that I haven't met. But there's a lot of Filipinas working in the city hall.
So when you retired from politics, you said it's done. It's really done.
No, not really, because I still get calls for help.
Uh-huh.
Uh, like someone built a garage and didn't get a permit, so now they're being fined, and
Uh-huh.
they're asking for my help, how to navigate City Hall. So
Uh-huh.
things like that. I'm also helping Filipinos that wants to run for office, and we mentor them. We raise fund for them to run for office.
Okay.
I'm also involved in the Friends of Filipino American Community, which is a PAC. So we incubate Filipino that wants to run for office.
Oh, I see. Oh, Jim, prior to me leaving, I was telling you, I messaged you, I was having dinner. I was having actually dinner with the Tupas couple, Bibi and Rose. And I was telling them that I'm going to interview you in a little bit. And, they only have accolades for you. They speak highly of you.
Auntie Rose was my fundraising manager when I was running for office. She's my aunt.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Uh,
that's what she was telling me. You know, Don, he calls me Aunt. Well, anyway, we kind of like discuss the first part of the show, and we talk about politics, your immigration story. Maybe on the next segment, we'll talk about your line of work and, of course, some of the things you do during your spare time. Yan po, kasama natin na si Ginoong Jim Navarro, siya po yung presidente ng Wings of Angels
Prince of
Mortuary
Angels.
Transport LLC. Kaya naku, napakaganda, very interesting itong kanyang negosyong isinet up. Magbabalik po ang Radyo Agila sa Amerika. Sandali po lamang.
EBC, Eagle Broadcasting Corporation. Ito ang Radyo Agila.
Open cam, Donnie. Which shirt is better? Malabo ka sa screen, Dad.
Baka malabong mata. Visit EO Executive Optical for state-of-the-art facilities and expert eye care.
Malinaw na, Dad. Ang wardrobe nyo, wala sa uso.
EO Executive Optical.
Love your eyes.
EO Executive Optical. For expert eye care, come to EO Executive Optical with over 300 stores nationwide. EO Executive Optical. Love your eyes.
In my search for gold, I've traveled far, but the gold I seek ay nasa McDo na! The new Golden Chicken Curry Filet. Curry sauce that's so flavorful and delicious. Wow! Mapapa-extra rice ka! The new McDonald's Golden Chicken Curry Filet. Sulit busog with extra rice. 99 pesos lang. Price varies. Available from July 15 to October 31, 2025 per GTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 230607 series of 2025.
Running gets better when it's done together. Net 25 brings you the biggest family fitness event this August 23, 2025 at the Philippine Arena. It's the Net 25 Family Fun Run. Choose your pace: 1K, 3K, 5K, or 10K. It's not about the speed, it's about the journey. Secure your slot by scanning the QR code today. So, what are you running for? We'll see you there. Net 25 Family Fun Run 2025. The Net 25 Family Fun Run 2025 is brought to you by our platinum sponsors: Salem, King's Herbal Plus, Chris Sports, our gold sponsors: Pure Gold, Composite Technology, BioQuick Medical Enterprise, Fluries, Lux Beauty and Wellness Group, Rhea Generics, Your Hotel and Hotel Dream World, Beauty Elements Ventures Incorporated, GCash. Our silver sponsors: Natural, Dear Self Aesthetic and Wellness Center, Royal Care Marketing, North Square, The Zen Institute, Zinzino. Our bronze sponsors: Go Hotels, Mechanic Food Corporation, Rhodesian Sales Corp, and Robisco. Our participating merchants, event partners, and our event venue partner, Philippine Arena.
Ayan, ako, nagbabalik po ang programang Radyo Agila sa Amerika. Ako pa rin po ang inyong kapiling, si Don Orozco. Narito po rin tayo sa Silicon Valley sa California. At ang ating kasama ay si Ginoong Jim Navarro. Siya po ang President, CEO, Wings of Angels, Mortuary Transport, LLC. At yan naman ngayon ang ating pag-uusapan. Alam po ninyo kanina ay diniscuss natin, Jim, yung iyong mga naging karanasan, of course, sa public service, and not just a school board member, kung hindi city councilor at vice mayor po ng Union City. Puntahan natin, ano bang negosyo nitong si Jim at ano ba itong Wings of Angels Mortuary Transport, di ba? More or less nagkakaroon na kayo ng idea dahil sa pagka naririnig natin, let's ask Jim, what does mortuary transport mean?
Yeah, Don. But before that, I was the reason why I got into this kind of business is I did I was an aeronautic engineer and did that for 26 years, and so I retired from that, and I stayed home. Drove my wife crazy. She said, "Go find a job," because I was just moping around doing nothing. And so she said, "Go find a job," which I did. I end up working for a big cemetery here in Union City, and I was doing sales, and I didn't like sales, so I transferred to the funerals department, which I like a lot, and I got to learn a lot. I became an embalmer, funeral directing, you name it, I did it over there because I was like a sponge, and I learned a lot of different tasks in the funeral side of the business. Did that for 12 years, and then I retired from that line of work, and I wanted to open up my own business, so I opened up Wings of Angels Mortuary Transport. The kind of work we do is we pick up human remains for the funeral homes. Um, let's say if the family lives here in Union City and their loved one died somewhere, let's say Los Angeles, and they want the body back, then they will call me and say, "Go ahead and pick up so and so and bring it back to the mortuary." So we're sort of the Uber for the dead people.
Wow.
So
Uber
that's
for the dead people. Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I have 18 employees that works in this business with me, which 12 of them they pick up locally because we have a window of 60 to 90 minutes to the remains. And my business partner, myself, we do the long distance pickup, which is from Oregon, Las Vegas, and border of Mexico. So that's how far we go.
Uh-huh. When you say border of Mexico, that's still part of the US, but
That
within
is, yes,
Mexico.
that's
Okay.
the That is part of the U.S. We can't get into Mexico, so we
Okay.
usually do our business in the U.S. side of it, which is inside the Mexican border. We do our transaction in the parking lot of the U.S. side of it, and
Okay.
so that's where I pick up the body or anywhere in that area. So, uh, and then we bring it back to the Bay Area.
So you were saying, if an American, if an American, a resident of the Bay Area, for instance, passed away in Mexico, they bring the cadaver to the border and deliver it in your vehicle, which is on the US side. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. But you don't have anything to do with the body being brought to the border. It's just that your concern will just be from the border to the funeral home here in the Bay
Correct.
Area.
Correct. The Mexican funeral homes brings the body to us, and we do the transfer in my vehicle, and then we bring it back to the Bay Area.
Okay. So there are things that has to be considered here. Whenever, because sometimes you pick up from the home, sometimes you pick up from the hospital, right? But there won't be any casket yet. Is that correct?
No, it's not casketed yet, so we pick up the body itself, we put it in a body bag, and now we bring it home.
Okay.
We bring it
But
back to the funeral home. It's not casketed yet.
okay. What if there's like irrespective, does the coroner have anything to do with your pickup?
In some cases, we pick up from the coroner, the county coroner,
Okay.
and because of autopsy, and when they're done with the autopsy, then we pick up the body and bring it back.
Okay. So, in other words, not every cadaver, not every dead person goes into autopsy.
Correct, correct. But it has to be released by the coroner.
Okay.
Let's say a
That's
body,
100%. 100% has to go through the coroner.
they have to call the coroner. There's certain criteria where why the coroner doesn't pick up the body. The only thing that they pick up is questionable death, like
Uh-huh.
homicide, drowning, things like that. Then
Uh-huh.
they will take the body to, or the coroner will pick up the body and take it to be autopsied. But if you've seen your doctor in the last 45 days, I believe the coroner doesn't have to go,
Okay.
and all they have to do is release the body to the funeral home.
Okay. Now, this is kind of like a kind of like a weird question because you are actually picking up the body. So, in all instances, is the body like cold already, or what is the temperature of the body? Because
Yes,
you have to touch the body, right? Especially even during COVID.
yeah. In some cases, the body's been it's been dead for a while, so the body is cold. But there's some instances where the body just died of an hour ago, and the body is still warm.
Okay.
It's still, yeah, very warm.
Okay. And how many people do you are you with whenever you pick up this cadaver?
In a residence pickup, there's always two
Okay.
technicians. We call our driver technicians because you don't know what's in the house, whether there's stairs, whether the body is on the floor, and overweight. So we always send two people, two technicians in the residential Hospital, nursing home, coroner, funeral home. There's one person go and pick up the body.
Uh-huh. Uh, so, Jim, you haven't asked, but I myself, I am in the cemetery and funeral industry. I actually work over for Dignity Memorial at Oak
Yes.
Hill and some other locations there is. We have actually 7 locations in the Bay Area. But one thing that we always say is that, if someone passes away, it will be picked up, right? And there is a cost to it, right?
Yes, there's always a
Like,
cost to
yeah,
thing.
like for instance, if it's from for San Jose, uh, and then someone, you're a resident of San Jose, and we have to pick up in Sacramento, how much do they normally charge for that?
It depends on what has been negotiated with the funeral home. It's the fixed price for one or two person going to the residence or the place of death, and plus mileage. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
plus
by
my
law, by law it is by mile by number of miles.
right. That's factor in the price, and most funeral homes they want the free 35 miles free, less 35.
Uh-huh.
So that you give the funeral home 35 miles free, and that's
Okay.
in industrial wide practice.
Okay. Uh-huh. Mhm. And uh, how does it feel like do you know uh, are you not uh, you know do you not freak out whenever you pick up a body?
Well, like with anything, you get used to it, but you can't lose compassion. You got to have compassion. So you always treat the body with respect and the family,
Uh-huh.
because these are not commodity. They're human remains. They
Uh-huh.
were alive once, or a couple hours ago. They were alive. So you always treat the remains with dignity and respect, and that's other businesses that does the same work as I do, and the only difference that we have is that we're professional and we respect the human remain. So
Uh-huh. Uh, so, of course, you have to. How did you do this during COVID? Because COVID was really challenging, right?
yeah, it was a horrible year. It started in 2019 when we started noticing there was a lot of death that has to do with COVID. They didn't know what to call it then. They called it something else. I can't remember what it is. But in 1 month in March in 2019, I picked up about 150 COVID cases, just the COVID cases. That's not including the regular death. And so that was a horrible month and a horrible year for COVID. A lot of people passed away because of that disease. So
Did you say 150 cadavers for
150
a month?
for the month of March.
Okay. And
That
whenever you pick up, do they so they call who calls you? It's the funeral home, right?
my clients are the funeral homes, so
Uh-huh.
I don't deal directly with the next of kin. I
Uh-huh.
deal directly with the funeral homes.
So the funeral home, like for instance, Oak Hill, calls you and tells you there is a body to be picked up. Now, who arranges with the family about your pickup? Do you get to talk to the family as well?
No, I don't, except when we give them our estimated time of arrival. We
Oh,
always call we always call the family or the place of death uh, telling them what is our estimated time of arrival. The worst thing for the family to have is not knowing whether someone is coming to pick up their loved one. So that's
Uh-huh.
why we always call them to let them know that we are on our way, and we know that they have a death in the family, and we will take care of them to the best of our ability. And so we always call the place of death either the family or the nurses at the nursing home or whatever, or hospital. So they're not wondering whether someone is coming.
Uh-huh. And of course, you really have to be very, very careful when picking up the body, right? Be very
Exactly.
cautious.
Exactly. There are times where, and sometimes mistake happens, so you always have to be careful because the family will sue you for anything, and so you have to be careful on what you do. We document everything. We document the body, whether there's bruises or there's a cut on the body, so that when the funeral home embalmers examine the body, they already know that we already noticed that.
Okay. Which means when you pick up the body, do you take pictures and record everything? And of course, with the permission of the family, right?
We don't take pictures because of privacy.
Okay.
Uh, so we just take notes on our invoices that we always examine the body before we take possession of it, because we
Uh-huh.
don't want to be blamed for something that it happened prior to our being there.
Uh-huh.
So so we always examine the body, take notes, especially with jewelry, uh, with rings and earrings and necklaces and things like that, watches. We always note that, and also currency. If we find there's currency, we count the money in front of the family, and we have them sign for the jewelry and the currency. So there's um, no question, where's my loved one's ring or things like that, because
Uh-huh.
we have them
And
signed for it.
probably those things happen only during pickup on hospitals and probably care homes.
It happens everywhere. It happens
Even in
everywhere.
house, in the house.
In-house, nursing home, hospital, because sometimes they don't check, but we check.
Okay. What happened to the jewelry? Do you leave them to the family or do you bring them?
We always try not to have any possession of the jewelry, so we
Uh-huh.
encourage them to take the jewelry, and we have them sign for it. But sometimes the family wants the jewelry to go with the deceased, and so
Mm-hmm.
we do that so that the embalmer would know to keep the jewelry with the deceased.
Oh, interesting. So you were talking about being embalmer. Back then, embalming, you have to like take out some parts from the body, right? That was way back then. But now there's like injectables, right?
Right. During the Egyptian time, where they take the brains out, they take the inside out, and put it in a jar. We don't do that anymore. We have formaldehyde that injects to the
Uh-huh.
vein that preserves the body. Once it's embalmed, you can keep the body outside the element for a long time.
Okay. And when you say for a long time, it's a week, 2 weeks.
Years.
Oh, really? Okay. And it won't
Yes.
smell?
Well, due time through times it start to break down. Yeah, it's going to start to smelling.
Okay. So, and but you do not perform that one. What you do is just picking up, right? The
Well, I used
embalming
to
part
do
is
that.
already someone does it already.
I used to do that when I was still working for the funeral home. I was
For the funeral
involved.
home.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Mm. And did you really enjoy doing that work?
I did. I did, but the chemical is very harsh.
Uh-huh.
The formaldehyde is very harsh to your system. So, I did that for a while, and I
Is
was
that
called.
is that formalin?
That's correct.
That's the formalin, right?
And
Okay.
the cavity injection is also very harsh. So uh, that's one of the reasons why I stopped doing that.
Wow. Your business really is uh, a tough one. You really have to have guts. You really have to have the guts to really work on that kind of work.
The very tough part for me is picking up children, especially when there's an abuse in the process. And so, I don't like picking up babies, children, but someone has to do it. So, but I don't like it at all.
Oh yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. Well, anyway, Jim, so much of discussion with regards to your business and your line of work. Before we go, let's do a lighter side of Jim Navarro, which is, I believe, you are a recreational pilot. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm a recreational pilot. I like flying. It came with my prior job as an aeronautic engineer, and
Uh,
so I've been flying for a while, but lately I haven't been flying because I was diagnosed with hypertension. So the FAA doctor grounded me, so I'm not able to fly until I correct my hypertension problem.
okay. So I was just wondering, do you actually own your own light plane?
No, owning a airplane is very expensive because you have to do a major run over on everything if you owned it, and that costs thousands of dollars. So you join a club and you can rent the airplane, and they take care of all the maintenance. And
And then how
so,
much does it cost you to rent a plane a two-engine plane? That's the common one, right?
yeah, I usually fly the Cessna
Yeah,
uh,
the Cessna.
uh, four-seater, the Cessna four-seater. Wet, meaning there's gas in it. When I was still flying, it was $150 for 1 hour. That's with
Okay.
gas
Is that the
already.
going rate now? 150
I
just for
think
the
it's
gas.
more. I think it's more now because everything goes up in costs.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, I think it's more now.
Okay. And if your hypertension is gone, are you going out there and fly another one?
Yeah, I fly now with friends, a pilot friend who because I can fly, but I have to have somebody with me. I can't do solo.
Okay.
Um, so, you know, having someone with you with pilot license, I can fly because
Okay.
he's there watching
Mhm. Well,
in case something happens.
Jim, normally when I end the show, when I end the program, I ask my guests to promote their business and give their contact info. I don't think you want we will do that right now because of course again the only person that the only one that wanted to that will talk to you is the funeral home.
Correct.
So
So maybe you
so
and I
that's
can
about
talk
it.
about that.
But if you guys want to know about, him being a former city councilor and a former vice mayor, and also a past president of the Fun Rotary Club, and some other organizations as well. You can
I'm
reach out.
currently
How do they get in touch with you, Jim?
Well, I'm currently the vice president of the Chamber, Union City Chamber of Commerce, and will be president in January.
Oh
So
wow,
doing a lot of good stuff with the Chamber of Commerce, attracting a lot of new business to come into Union City. As a matter of fact, I'm having all-you-can-eat lumpia contest August 30th at Island Pacific Market, and that's to bring a lot of the local businesses to come together and enjoy a fun day of just having fun, eating Filipino food. We have live music and lowrider bicycle club that'll be coming. I will send you the flyers so that you
please.
can come.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I'm happy to have you there.
Yeah. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. Jim Navarro, President, CEO of Wings of Angels Mortuary Transport LLC. Of course, you don't want to call him for his business, but you wanted to get in touch with him to learn anything under the sun, and he is such a knowledgeable person. Am I right, Jim?
Correct. I have a book coming out.
Okay, yeah.
The book is about opening up your own mortuary transport. When I established my business, I didn't have anybody to tell me how to do it. So I wrote a book telling people how to open up a business like mine.
Wow, interesting. Maybe that's another time. That's another time for me to invite you for another interview when you launch that book. When are you planning to release that book?
I'm just waiting for some funds to publish it. Once I
Okay.
get the funds, then I will publish
Might
it.
as well get in touch with Netflix people, you know. I think that is going to be an interesting one. But we'll see. We'll probably catch up and discuss that privately. Okay?
Okay, Don.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jim, for this opportunity. And your job really is very interesting. And to be honest with you, I am in the cemetery and funeral industry, but I will never dare to go your path, you know. I don't think I will be comfortable doing what you've been doing. But kudos to you and congratulations. You've been a great service to the people of the Bay Area.
Thank you so much.
There you have it, mga kababayan. Yan po si Ginoong Jim Navarro. Yan po ang kanyang istorya. Siya po ay President, CEO, Wings of Angels Mortuary Transport LLC. At syempre, nagtatapos po, taka-boundary na naman tayo ng 1 oras ng Radyo Agila sa Amerika. At sa mga susunod na pagkakataon ay pakinggan po ninyo ang istorya ng ating mga kababayan na nandito po sa abroad at namamayagpag sa kanilang mga piniling mga trabaho, sa kanilang mga piniling mga career. At katulad po ng nakausap nating si Ginoong Jim Navarro, very interesting. Kaya next week, pagsama-sama po ulit tayo. At syempre, sa pangalan po ng ating kasamang si Gracious Pascual, yan, di ba? Si Jonas Pascual, yan. Yan po ang ating tech na kaya tayo nakapagpo-programa dahil sa kanya. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Jonas. At mula po rito sa Silicon Valley sa California, ako po si Don Orozco. Magandang gabi dito sa Amerika. Magandang tanghali sa Pilipinas. At hello to everyone all day. Salamat po.
Yun na.